Dodgers or Yankees? It's a painful question to ask. It's now 2-0 in favor of the Dodgers, and while the Yankees seem deflated, there's still a lot that can happen here in this best-of-7 series. But with a matchup of two of the most hated organizations in the game, who do you root for as a Cubs fan? Now, on one hand, you have the former Cubs-loaded Yankees roster with Anthony Rizzo, DJ LeMahieu, Scott Efros, Mark Leiter Jr., Marcus Stroman, and although he never suited up in a Cubs uniform, you have arguably the most valuable Cubs player in the 2016 season, Gleyber Torres. He was the trade piece for Aroldis Chapman at the deadline and throw out one pitch to Rajai Davis in Game 7 of the World Series, and Chapman may have been the Cubs MVP for the second half of the season and the playoffs. But it is the Yankees. 27 World Series championships, including 3 in a row from 98 to 2000. Haven't had a losing season since 1992. Owners spend recklessly and aren't properly regulated by the league. And they have fans who cheer when the best player in the world gets hurt. Yeah, in case you didn't see it, here you go. So even though you have so many former Cubs on the team, it's just so hard to root for them. Then you have the Dodgers.
We're live. The fact that we don't give a f***.
Now that should be enough to hate them too. But man, tell me if I'm crazy. There's just something to not hate about the Dodgers this year. And no, I'm not just saying this because my wife is a Dodgers fan and we sat next to Dave Roberts on a 3-hour flight and found out firsthand that he's probably the nicest human being alive. It goes way beyond that. They're still very easy to hate. Like the Yankees, they win all the time and spend recklessly. They're in their 4th World Series in the last 8 years. They won the fake World Series in 2020, and it's now 12 years in a row of them making the playoffs. Plus, in the last 30 years, they've only had 3 seasons below 500. They're pretty much the Yankees of the National League. But I mean, look at the personalities on this team. Number 1, Freddie Freeman. He's basically Captain America. Great guy, great family, reenacting Kirk Gibson in Game 1 of the World Series, which, by the way, he dedicated that historical moment to his dad. Tough not to love that. Plus, he nearly lost his son this last year to a very rare virus, but by the grace of God, the kid is now okay and miraculously learned how to walk again. Then you have Mookie Betts, all 5'9", 165 pounds of him. This guy plays the game better than most people who get blessed at birth with Hercules-like attributes. And Shohei Ohtani, despite being a guy that you would think that everyone would hate because of just how good he is, he's still loved by just about everyone in baseball. He's the first player to ever have a 50-50 season, and I bet when you saw a highlight of home run number 50, you probably had a smile on your face. If you didn't, that's cool. Just let me know why you don't like Shohei in the comments. And how about the underdog of all underdogs, Jack Flaherty? Coming off a terrible 2023 season, Flaherty looked like he would never revert back to the ace that teams once hoped and thought he would be, but after a pretty solid 2024 season and the Dodgers greatly lacking pitching depth in the playoffs, Flaherty has stepped up as an unexpected ace, and he's done it for his hometown team with his mom in the stands to cheer him on. Call me romantic, but because of these personalities, and yes, also because I like seeing my wife happy, you know what they say, happy wife, happy life, I'm rooting for the Dodgers to pull this one out. There, I said it. It's on the record. Let's hope I don't regret it.